माननीय वांगडी आम्ही महामहिम राज्यपालांच्या भाशणा मुखार वयचे पयलीं हांव नॅशनल यूथ डे सगळ्यांक शुभेच्छा दिता। हो दीस संन्यासी योद्धा स्वामी विवेकानंद जयंती म्हणून मनयतात। तांच्या महान विचारांतल्यान आमी प्रेरणा घेवन गोंय आनी भारत सगळ्या तरणाट्यांक विनंती आसा की फुडें वचपाची सगळ्यांनी तयारी दवरुया। माननीय राज्यपालांक विनंती आसा आपल्या भाशणाक सुरवात।
Honorable Governor, with due respect to you, you are the tallest statesman, you have these qualities. But with due respect to you, Honorable Governor Ji, we respect you and we request you that today when 25 innocent lives were lost, this is claimed as a murder done by this government. We respect you when we request you to please speak on the purge issue at the start.
Speaker sir, he should not disturb to the Honorable
Speaker
Governor.
sir, I am not disturbing. With respect to the Honorable Rajyapal Ji,
Try to
I
maintain
request
the
you
protocol
to
of the House.
please speak on the inhuman tragedy.
Speaker sir,
Political
ask
accountability
him
needs
to
to be
maintain the
fixed.
protocol of the House.
People, 25 lives were lost.
Sir,
This is nothing but
ask
a
him to
murder.
maintain the protocol of
We
the House.
request the Honorable Rajyapal Ji that you should start your address with the. We will start
ask him to maintain the
25
protocol of the House.
people who lost their lives. This is inhuman. This is a tragedy. Honorable Governor, with due respect
Honorable
to you,
Speaker
with due respect to you, Honorable.
and members of the Legislative Assembly,
if you could start your speech with the
warm
mention
welcome
of the
to
lives
all
that were lost.
in this
25
August House
innocent lives
to the
were
first
lost.
session
25
of the
innocent
Goa
people are
Legislative
dead.
Assembly
Because
of
who fixes this
2026.
accountability? Amka inga
This is
ek
my first
accountability
address
on amdarana.
in this Legislative Assembly. I feel happy
You cannot put my
to
mic off.
state that the
Yes,
government keeping
Honorable,
in mind
it is a right.
the
It is a right
identity,
today. We request the
culture,
Honorable
rich
Governor.
heritage
We request
and
the Honorable Governor
aspirations of the
that
Goan
he
community
should, we request
has
the Honorable
formed
Governor
a
that
new
he
district,
speaks on the
Kushwati,
issues plaguing the
to
state.
ensure
He
inclusive
speaks. Honorable
development,
Governor, please speak on the
focused
inhuman
administration
tragedy where
and preservation
25
and
people
promotion
were murdered.
of
There has
their
to be political
unique
accountability.
social
Who has
and
murdered
cultural
25
legacy.
people? We have to
The
discuss.
creation
You kindly
of a
speak,
third
Honorable
district
Governor, with
in
due
Goa
respect to you.
will
You have to
strengthen
speak on 25
administrative
murders.
efficiency
Otherwise it is going to be a
and
shame.
bring governance
Shame for us
closer
as
to the people
legislators. Honorable
by
Governor,
reducing the
we require-
workload
we
of
request you
existing
to
districts
speak on
and
this
enabling faster, more responsive of the public services. The creation of a new district is a notable step towards decentralization. Good governance and balanced regional development. Further, headquarters of different departments and related offices will stimulate economic growth by generating employment opportunities and strengthening local businesses. It will ensure quicker access to district-level services for citizens, reduce travel time to district headquarters, enhance effective implementation of welfare schemes, and enable more focused attention on local issues, including infrastructure development, environmental protection, and tourism in the hinterland areas. Overall, it would reinforce transparency and citizen-centric administration in line with Goa's vision of a Viksit Bharat 2037. It gives me immense pleasure to bring on record that Goa has achieved a significant milestone with the first ever publication of the state map in Konkani by Sri A.K. Singh, Director, Maharashtra and Goa Geospatial Directorate, Survey of India. The initiative is a proud step towards promoting Goa's heritage, culture and mother tongue. Further, it would give Konkani worldwide recognition and strengthen its use on the global stage. I congratulate Sri Samasthan Gokran Pragati Jivatam Math for reaching a historic milestone of its 550th anniversary celebrations and inauguration of a major landmark 77-foot bronze Lord Ram statue, one of the tallest in Asia, at the hands of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. This is a symbol of cultural and spiritual resurgence of our Bharat's image. I congratulate the Goa Shipyard Limited for building the Indian Coast Guard first indigenous designed and constructed pollution control vessel, ICGS Samudra Pratap, commissioned at the hands of Sri Rajnath Singh ji, Honorable Raksha Mantri. It is a significant milestone for India's maritime capabilities. The ship is designed to play a vital role in enforcing marine pollution control norms, conducting maritime law enforcement, supporting research and rescue missions, and protecting India's exclusive economic zone. A home is more than just shelter. It represents a family's hope, stability, dignity, and pride. To ensure that every Goan gets a legally secured shelter and a long-cherished dream of owning a home, my government has introduced a Majhe Ghar scheme which will enhance the happiness of the Goan populace by fulfilling their long-cherished dream of owning a home. The scheme was launched at the hands of Sri Amit Shah ji, Honorable Union Home Minister of Corporation in October 2025 to address the difficulties faced by families residing in houses constructed prior to 1972 without formal license. My government has issued a circular to treat structures reflected in Form 1 and Form 14 to be standing on settled land and shall not require any conversion sanad. This measure has brought closure to decades of uncertainty and enabled lawful repairs and constructions. My government has amended Section 38A of Goa Land Revenue Code to provide one-time measure for the regularization of encroached land on which dwelling houses were constructed prior to 28th February 2014. This measure is a humanitarian intervention to address the plight of landless persons in long-standing occupation of such land. The Goa Legislative Diploma number 2070 has been amended within Article 372B, has been introduced to provide one-time regularization of dwelling houses constructed on communal land prior to 28th February 2014. Further amendment has been made to the Goa Regularization of Unauthorized Construction Act 2016, which provides 2-year opportunity for people who would not apply earlier due to rejection of their applications for specific reasons. Under this amendment, it also permits to increase the built-up area of regularization up to 600 square meters in village panchayats, area of up to 1,000 square meters in municipal councils or corporation areas. These benefits are available to applicants residing in Goa for at least 15 years immediately preceding 28th February 2014. Our double-engine Sarkar always works on the nation first principle, which focuses on Bharat's growth, security and integrity. As we celebrate 150 years of Vande Mataram, we believe that it is not just a song, but it regenerates our energy that awakens us to our duties towards our Bharat. Our Bharat also celebrated the 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and Bhagwan Birsa Munda, who fought valiantly for our nation's integrity. The sacrifices made by them will serve as a source of inspiration for every successive generation to come. I commend the State Election Commission for successfully conducting the Zilla Panchayat elections a very enthusiastic manner, and I congratulate all the newly elected Zilla Panchayat members. I am confident that the members of both the Zilla Panchayats will work with dedication so as to strengthen our rural Goa and ultimately contribute towards overall development of the state. I congratulate the state administration for conducting the special intensive revision drive of Election Commission of India and the political maturity shown by the Goans by participating in this drive. I congratulate the district collectors and their team for completion of 100% pre-test in all blocks of the state towards conducting decennial population census 2027. I congratulate the government for successfully organizing the International Purple Fest 2025. This festival has shifted the focus from sympathy to empathy and from awareness to action. Goa is building a model of inclusion which is now being replicated by others. I congratulate Srimati Libya Lobo Sardesai for being conferred with the prestigious Padma Shri Award 2025. Her courageous contributions to the Goa liberation movement continue to inspire Goans. Also, I congratulate renowned Goan singer Sri Ajit Kumar Khadkhed for being honored with the prestigious Gomat Vishbhushan Award for his significant contributions to Indian classical music. I am happy to mention that my government has facilitated the organization of the 10th edition of the Serendipity Arts Festival 2025. This landmark edition beautifully showcased Goa's vibrant, creative spirit on the world stage. I commend the organizers for curating a remarkable celebration of arts, ideas, startups and children initiatives and making it a grand success. Also, my government successfully organized the 56th International Film Festival of India. This festival was a convergence of technology and innovation. It showcased our state's world-class infrastructure and hospitality, positioning Goa as a creative capital for the global film industry. I thank our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji for implementing the next generation GST reforms. These reforms will bring more savings to every household and strengthen ease of living as well as ease of doing business. I am happy to state that Goa's economy continues to show a positive growth trajectory of 14.94% in 23-24. It's provisional as per estimates received from Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. The preparation of a vision document, Vikasit Goa 2037, is in the final stages of completion. This document will act as an all-inclusive, long-term blueprint for transforming Goa into Vikasit Goa by aligning with the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, of Vikasit Bharat by 2047. The enthusiasm and passion in which my government is functioning, I am confident that the targets are becoming of a developed state will be achieved by 2037. In this August House, I would like to mention that the law and order situation in Goa is under control. This is proved by the fact that Goa maintains a high crime detection rate of 87.72%, ensuring that individuals involved in criminal activities are apprehended through collaborative effort of the Goa Police and other law enforcement agencies. I congratulate the Bichlam Police Station on being ranked as the 5th best police station in India as declared by the Union Home Ministry of Home Affairs. This achievement is a testament that our government stays committed to the robust vigilance and citizens-focused policing. The state police is making sincere efforts to provide safe driving environment. Special drives are conducted by the traffic police to control drunken driving and overspeeding. My government is aware of the growing threat of cybercrime amid increasing digitalization. The Cybercrime Center is being further strengthened with an AI-based investigative intelligence tool which helps officers trace identities using structured identifiers such as mobile numbers, UPI ID, PAN numbers, and vehicle registration data. It has been instrumental for expanding profiling in our cyber and financial fraud cases. To provide upgrade infrastructure to police forces, the construction of the new buildings at Maina Kortium Police Station and Talpona Coastal Security Police Station are underway. Also, construction of a new building at Sangam Police Station will commence soon. I compliment the Goa's Staff Selection Commission for recruiting candidates in a technology-driven manner, ensuring fair and equal opportunity for every aspiring Goan youth. During the year 2025, extensive recruitment across key government departments of education, public work, water resources, electricity, agriculture, fisheries, animal husbandry, and veterinary services, panchayats and others were undertaken by the Commission. The Commission's effort to conduct CBTs to carry out recruitment reflected the government's commitment to timely, transparent and merit-based recruitment, strengthening the public service delivery mechanism and creating a talented pool in government service. As part of the development of the IA-enabled CM helpline, my government is building a multilingual speech-based system that allows citizens to communicate grievances in local languages, Konkani, Marathi, and Hindi, to enhance the system's performance, ensuring it is culturally accurate, inclusive, and responsive to the linguistic diversity of Goa. Also, government is planning to launch a new Android and iOS app for general public to register their grievances, complaints directly through their smartphones. With the functionality of location, photos, videos, in addition to the existing facilities of registering public grievances, this Android app shall be made available to the general public in addition to the existing online services. Due to the timely action of the fire personnel, 7,111 fire and emergency calls have been collectively attended by the fire and emergency services from January to October 2025, during which 140 human lives, 690 animal lives were saved and property worth 29.54 crore has been saved. The newly constructed fire station at Valpoi will be inaugurated soon, and the construction of fire stations at Bicholim and Vasco are under process. The fire department has taken over the building at Premium in its possession from the Department of Information Technology, Electronics and Communications, and it shall be ready for inauguration soon. Government is determined in providing modern, sustainable and citizens-focused transport facilities, combining technological advancement to transform mobility across Goa. The Goa Road Safety Policy 2025 has been notified so as to reduce road accidents, strengthen enforcement mechanisms, and ensure the safety of all road users. The scope of the Maaji Bus Scheme 2025 has been expanded, thereby extending the scheme to cover all routes across the state of Goa. This will ensure uniformity in service delivery, broader route coverage, and streamlined access to subsidized public transport for eligible beneficiaries across the state. Under the scheme, Goa State Compensation to Road Accident Victims 2023 during the current financial year up to 2025 an amount of 1.18 crore has been dispersed to 59 beneficiaries. The progress of the state depends on empowering our rural communities, especially our Mahilas, by providing them with economic opportunity. Under the Goa State Rural Livelihood Mission, more than 3,200 self-help groups comprising of 46,000 Mahilas have availed loan amounting to 380 crore. Under various livelihood initiatives like Startup Village Entrepreneurship Program, 4,387 Lakpati Didis have been created. 19,340 members were identified for structured mentorship and 181 Swayam-Purna Sakhis were trained. Also, more than 2,800 enterprises were established. Market initiatives generated 93 lakh through statewide bazaars, rupees 156 lakh in sales during 9 SARAS fairs and 10 lakh through single-day Kunbi product sales. My government is empowering women entrepreneurship through drone Didi initiatives in the fields of agriculture, from digital literacy to technology skills. These initiatives foster a gender-inclusive economy. Goa has achieved a significant milestone by becoming the first state in the country to operationalize Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Grameen Kaushal Yojana 2.0. As part of this major initiative, the state has successfully onboarded 15 project implementation agencies. These agencies will undertake high-quality skill development and placements, linked training for the rural youth across Goa. In addition, the state has executed non-financial memorandum of understanding with 12 employers, thereby strengthening the placement ecosystem and ensuring better employment opportunities for trained candidates. Under Vikasit Bharat Guarantee for Rozgar and Ajivika Missions, Grameen Act 2025, in the current financial year up to November 2025, 48,493 man-days have been generated engaging unskilled workers during the same period. 26 BPL families were benefited with domestic LPG connection under Goa Grameen Ujra Yojana. Under the Goa Gram Samruddhi Yojana, during the current financial year up to November 2025, 26 infrastructural works have been completed, amounting to rupees 10.65 crore, and another 16 infrastructural works will be completed in rural areas. In this August House, I would like to proudly state that Goa has been declared a fully literate state, marking the transformative milestone under the New India Literacy Program. This achievement is not merely a statistical milestone, but the culmination of a dedicated people-powered movement towards universal adult literacy, aligning with the National Education Policy 2020 and driven by the ULLAS Nava Bharat Sakshata Karyakramam. In a commendable community-based approach, 191 village panchayats and 13 municipalities have actively participated in the ULLAS program. This collaborative momentum propelled Goa's overall literacy rate to an astounding 99.72%, exceeding 95% the national benchmark to be declared a fully literate by the Ministry of Education. The action plan was finalized for implementation of the National Education Policy 2020 at Bala Vatika 3, Grade 3, Grade 6, Grade 10 during 25-26. My government successfully undertook the majority academic task of preparing and distributing common examination question papers for grades 3 to 8 for government aided and government recognized unaided schools across the state of Goa in October 2025 for the academic year 25-26. This initiative was aimed at ensuring uniformity, quality, and standardization in student assessments in alignment with the national principles of the National Education Policy 2020. I congratulate Sri Vilas Satkarkar, Principal of Dr. K.B. Hegdwar High School, Kujria, Bambolim, on being conferred with the prestigious National Teachers Award 2025. This remarkable achievement stands as a source of motivation for students, teachers, and society at large. My government has been at the forefront of advancing academic innovation, capacity building, and technology integration in higher education through a series of impactful programs conducted in collaboration with leading institutions. My government has signed an MOU with AI for Bharat, IIT Madras, to actively support the Digital India Bhashini mission, which is focused commitment to Konkani language technology development. The meaty stipulated targets for automated speech recognition and machine translation of Konkani and Bhashini platforms were achieved by the Directorate of Higher Education. The initiative significantly strengthens Konkani language within Bharat's digital language ecosystems, contributing meaningfully to its long-term preservation, accessibility, and technological inclusion. The advanced level research workshop aimed at enhancing the research competencies of faculty members from higher education institutions were conducted in 2025, emphasizing collaborative learning as peer engagements. This initiative reflects the government's commitment to fostering a strong research culture and empowering faculty with the skills required to contribute effectively to knowledge creation and academic excellence. In the state, the Shiksha Udyojak Sangham, an academic industry summit, aimed to bridge the skill gap and align academia with industrial needs through extensive academia industry interaction, was organized with 400 industry leaders delivering expert talks across 40 colleges in reaching over 15,000 students across Goa. The initiative had a significant impact by strengthening linkages between higher education institutions and industry, empowering students with practical knowledge, industry exposure, and skills essential for future readiness. Under the PM Usha initiative, my government has inaugurated the futsal court building of the School of Physical and Applied Sciences Research Laboratories for Analytical Chemistry and Biochemistry. Also, inauguration of smart board computers and advanced scientific instruments was carried out in the virtual mode. I am proud to mention that the installation of a high-end instruments such as atomic force microscope, costing approximately 90 lakhs, and BDFACS Melody TM cell sorter valued at nearly 1.35 crore at the Goa University shall enable Goa's research to compete at national as well as international levels. My government has taken up the work of construction of 3 hostels having all the facilities as par with the international standards at the Government College, Sakulam, Khandola and QPEM. The hostel at Sakulam having intake capacity of 100 students has been inaugurated and occupied from academic year 2025-26. The hostel at Khandola, having an intake of 60 students, is in the final stage of completion and shall be made available to occupy soon. The government has introduced a new scheme, Traditional Occupations and Skills, Documentation and Research for Improving Local Livelihoods. The scheme basically focuses on documentation of dying traditional skills, cultural and or occupational practices of Goa and their revival, if possible, for sustainable economic development. Through the various schemes implemented my government under higher education sector during the year, approximately 306 students and teachers from different government and aided colleges all over Goa were benefited, incurring an expenditure of 77.67 lakh. In addition to this, 64.39 lakh were sanctioned to 15 government-aided colleges for quality improvement through seminars, workshops, training programs, and short-term courses. Also, 20.30 lakh were released to Goa's State Higher Education Council for establishing research chairs in various institutions. My government is dedicated to nurturing young minds and preparing them for a thriving career in skilling, reskilling and upskilling. Memorandum of Understanding has been signed with Siemens Limited, GIZ India, to continue with implementation of the Indo-German Initiative for Technical Education in government ITIs, which is based on the German dual VET model. Under this project, a state-of-art manufacturing technology lab has been set up at Pharmagudi Government ITI to train and upskill the Goan youth. A state-of-the-art center of excellence in refrigeration and air conditioning sector has been set up by Daikin India Limited at Pharmagudi Government ITI to provide students and industry professionals first-hand experience of the latest advancements in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Entrepreneurship Development Institute of India, Goa, has conducted entrepreneurship awareness program for 959 trainees from all the 10 ISO certified government of ITIs and conducted various sensitization programs for instructors. I am happy to mention that Sri Deepak Daimode, a group instructor of Mapusa Government ITI, has been awarded with the National Best Teachers Award 2025 in the trade of computer operator and programming assistant at the hands of the Honorable President of India. I also congratulate Ms. Shruti Sanjeev Agar Vardekar, Master Rohit Ramesh Parsekar and Ms. Risa D'Souza, trainees of Mapusa ITI, for scoring 100% marks in computer operator and programming assistant trade and topping the national level CTS mains exam 2025. The government has started a new course, Waste Management Technikon, from academic year 2026 under the State Council of Vocational Training to develop skilled manpower and meet the emerging needs of waste management. Under Goa's Chief Minister Apprenticeship Policy for Government Establishment 2023, 3,801 apprentices have been engaged in various government establishments this financial year up to November 2025. 1,244 trainees from 9 government ITIs have been trained on fundamental and applied artificial intelligence concepts to empower ITI trainees with digital and IA skills and encourage learner-led innovation projects aligned with the UN Sustainable Development Goals. My government has signed an MOU with India AI, a company under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, for setting up an India AI Data Lab at Margao, Goa, under Government ITI, under the India AI mission. As per the MOU, the Data Lab will receive a funding support of 68.98 lakh for a period of 3 years. My government aims for self-sufficiency in agriculture by boosting yields and expanding cultivation through the Goa State Amrit Kal Agriculture Policy 2025. Under the Assured Price for Agriculture Produce scheme for major agriculture produce like paddy, alsando, oil palm, acronaut, coconut and cashew, 3,048 farmers were benefited, including incurring an expenditure of 239.48 lakh in the current financial year up to November 2025. During the same period, to boost productivity and seed replacement rate, the government provided 261.13 metric tons of quality seed of paddy, groundnut and pulses to 5,184 farmers at a cost of 64.69 lakh. Under the scheme, Watershed Development Component, Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sanchaya Yojana, Government of India has sanctioned 5 watershed projects for Goa: Dharbandhara, Ponda, Cupim, Sanguim and Canacona, covering an area of 19,985 hectares with financial outlay of 55.95 crore over a period of 5 years. Under the scheme, 551 farmers were provided subsidy amounting to 4.42 crore during the current financial year up to November 2025. My government has provided marketing support to farmers through the procurement of 1,385.51 metric tons of local produce of vegetables, benefiting 1,263 farmers, incurring an expenditure of 450 lakhs during the same period. The Kera Surakha insurance scheme addresses the risk faced by coconut climbers. A total of 139 beneficiaries have insurance coverage under the scheme. On the Shetkari Aadhar Nidhi scheme, crop compensation worth 3.27 crore has been handed over to 3,024 farmers who suffered losses due to unseasonal rains. By extending this relief to even non-Krishi card holders, my government reaffirms its commitment to making farming in Goa secure, sustainable and transparent venture. Similarly, 6,414 farmers have been benefited under the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme, which offers direct support of rupees 6,000 annually. Interest subsidies for agriculture loans up to 5 lakh have also been provided to 276 farmers, reducing their financial burden and encouraging sectoral investment amounting to 9.16 lakh. My government is promoting organic farming vigorously through various schemes. 282 farmers have benefited with an expenditure of 18.08 lakh in 25-26 up to November 2025. 9,198 soil samples from agricultural lands were analyzed and soil health cards issued under the centrally sponsored scheme. With an aim to double the farmer's income, reduce labor costs, and promote new technologies like agri-drones and mechanized paddy transplanting, 21,699 farmers received assistance for custom services, incurring an expenditure of 483.11 lakh during the current financial year up to November 2025. Similarly, during the same period, 982 farmers were provided assistance for purchasing new agricultural machinery and equipment with an expenditure of 199.01 lakh. Furthermore, Kazan bunds were strengthened, incurring expenditure of 27.94 crore, thereby protecting an area of 384 hectares of paddy fields from ingress of saline water. Goa has achieved a milestone in safeguarding its agriculture heritage with the registration of 5 new geographical indication tags, namely Teligo, Vijay Ingim, Goa Harlow mango, Goa Korgut rice, Goa Kaju apple, and Goa Musad mango. These GI tags will help in conserving our state's unique varieties, augment its market recognition, and showcase Goa's identity to the world. My government has taken up the redevelopment of Sanjeevani Sahakar Khana on a PPP basis. Under the animal husbandry sector, the current financial year up to November 2025, 135,358 animals have been vaccinated and 107,280 animals have been treated. As per the integrated sample survey conducted by the government, the estimated milk production has been 67,390 tons during 2024-25. During 25-26, under Mukhyamantri Sudharit Kamadhenu scheme, 66.58 lakh was released as subsidy to 27 farmers for purchasing 95 animals, while under incentives to milk producers scheme, 12.23 crore has been released to farmers as composite subsidy on the proceeds of milk supplied to the Dairy Cooperative Society. Under Pushpalan scheme, 429 newborn calves were registered during the current financial year up to November 2025. Rupees 64 lakh was released as subsidy to 671 dairy farmers. Similarly, during the same period, 4 local bodies have availed assistance under the Goa Small Animal Rescue Management Scheme 2014, incurring an expenditure of 1.15 crore. My government is aware of the serious problem of stray cattle causing road accidents and is simultaneously working with the panchayat and civic bodies to relocate stray cattle and gaushalas effectively. 10 local bodies have availed the Goa Stray Cattle Management Scheme 2013, incurring an expenditure of 9.70 crore. Under the Gomantak Gosamvardhan Yojana for the conservation of local breeds of cattle in the state of Goa, 142 farmers were assisted with 29.51 lakh for 507 animals. During the year 2025, new buildings of veterinary dispensaries at Molam and veterinary hospital at Sansodo, Margao have been inaugurated which shall provide better veterinary services to livestock farmers. Government is in the process of establishing the Goa College for Veterinary Science at Surti Ponda, Goa. Under the fisheries sector, through innovative schemes, development of modern infrastructure, regular training programs, and a strong focus on sustainable aquaculture, my government is balancing economic progress with environmental responsibility in alignment vision of blue growth. The fish catch for the year 24-25 is 1,37,443.56 tons, reflecting a 1.17% increase over the 23-24, underscoring a positive impact of the government's efforts. The Government of India has sanctioned 4.34 crore for installing artificial reefs in 14 fishing sites under Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. 1.60 crore has been released for subsidy to 549 fishermen under the scheme, financial assistance for purchase of fuel for operation of outboard motors, providing substantial support to the fishing community. Several infrastructure works are in the pipeline to further support the fishermen community, including the repair and maintenance of the Khairwada fishing jetty, construction of a ramp and net mending shed at Daujodwado, Kandem repair and Chapora fishing jetty at Auction Hall, construction and upgradation of fishing jetty at Malim, Phase 1, work of design, construction, supply, installation, testing, commissioning, and operation and maintenance of 100 KLD sewerage treatment plant at Katbona Jetty, and the development of climate resilient coastal fishermen village at Arambol and Kakra. These initiatives will significantly improve safety, hygiene, and infrastructure across key fishing centers in the state. Under Pradhan Mantri Matsya Kisan Samriddhi Sa Yojana, 2,726 fishermen have been registered. My government has taken up redevelopment of existing fish hatcheries at Benlin, Goa, into a multi-species marine fish hatchery on a PPP basis. My government is committed to modernize the cooperative sector, expanding financial inclusion in rural areas and enabling cooperatives to assume a pivotal role in the development of agriculture and allied sectors in Goa. 58 primary agriculture credit societies have been covered under the initiative for end-to-end computerization and business processes automation. Under the scheme Computerization of Primary Agriculture Credit Societies, 27 packs have already achieved full e-packs operational status. During April 2025 to November 2025, 31.70 lakh have been released as financial assistance under various schemes to strengthen cooperative institutions. As rightly said by our Honorable Prime Minister, reform, perform and transform. My government is abiding by this principle to achieve industrial growth by enhancing ease of doing business. During 25-26 up to November 2025, 11,253 MSMEs filed online Udayam registration with employment potential of 44,380 persons. The state of Goa has demonstrated exemplary progress in ease of doing business and regulatory reforms, reflecting its commitment to transparent time-bound clearances, sustainable industrial growth and employment generation. During 2025-26, the Goa Investment Promotion Facilitation Board approved 17 projects and proposed an investment of 397 crores and an employment potential for 2,449 persons. In addition, Goa IPB secured firm commitments from 3 mega industrial projects involving investments of 2,544 crore and employment for 1,767 persons. Under the Business Reform Action Plan 2024, Goa has achieved a 93% implementation score and ranked first nationally in the services sector, receiving recognition from the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. Under the deregulation exercise led by the Cabinet Secretary, Goa achieved 21 to 23 priority reforms and was ranked 6th nationally. These initiatives collectively underscore Goa's leadership in reform-driven governance and its emergence as a transparent, efficient, and business-friendly destination. Under MSME's Samadhan delayed payment monitoring system to micro and small enterprises, 59 applications have been disposed of, amounting to rupees 134.93 lakh. Similarly, under the Prime Minister Employment Guarantee Program scheme, subsidy amounting to rupees 102.40 lakh has been disbursed to 22 persons, involving project cost of 343.02 lakh with employment potential of 98 persons. Under Goa Tribal Employment Generation Program 2017, an amount of 301.75 lakh has been disbursed to 34 beneficiaries, units out of which 120.1 lakh was released as subsidy during the current financial year up to November 2025. Similarly, loans amounting to 17.02 crore have been sanctioned to 37 individuals by the banks, and subsidies amounting to 1.21 crore have been released to beneficiaries under the Prime Minister's formalization of micro food processing enterprises. My government has successfully auctioned 12 iron ore blocks in first, second and third notice inviting tenders, out of which 5 blocks have become operational. 7 more blocks are under the process of obtaining environment clearance and other permissions. The state government has earned a revenue of rupees 252.83 crore as upfront payment towards all 12 blocks. Further, the government is in the process to float 4th NIT soon for the financial year 24-25. Government earned a total revenue of rupees 226.33 crore. Further, government has floated NIT for e-auction of 10 dumps. Goa has secured first rank in B category states for State Mining Readiness Index based reforms as published by the Ministry of Mines, Government of India for the year 2025-26. 1 lease of basalt and 2 leases of laterite stone have been granted under the minor minerals section for the financial year 25-26. My government has given utmost importance to infrastructure development in the state. It is in this financial year up to November 2025, 59 projects worth 1,410.87 crore have been completed under roads, water supply, buildings and sanitation sector. Also 15 projects worth 1,002.48 crore are at various stages of execution. In addition to the above, comprehensive maintenance of various government schools across North and South Goa have been carried out, amounting to 75 crore. Also, essential furniture has been supplied to government schools in all the 12 talukas of Goa, amounting to 5.01 crore. Around 3,800 benches and desks have been provided to enhance classroom facilities and ensure greater comfort for the students. My government is aware of the hindrances caused by fellow Goans due to some of the ongoing infra projects, construction of a 6-lane elevated corridor from Sangolda Junction to Majestic Hotel, Poruviram, including approaches of NH66 and construction of flyover at Dhargal in NH66. But once these projects are completed, it will drastically improve inter-district connectivity, easing traffic congestion and cutting travel times. The work of installation of tertiary treatment systems for sewerage treatment plants in the state has been taken up to improve quality of treated water from STPs and encourage reuse of treated STP water for non-potable purposes, thereby reducing the load on fresh water. Presently, installations of tertiary treatment systems is installed in 2 MLD STPs at Pato Panji, and the same shall be commissioned shortly. Similarly, work is in progress for installation of tertiary treatment systems at 5.6 MLD STPs at Baga. In addition to the above, works are tendered for installation of tertiary treatment systems for 12.5 MLD STPs and 15 MLD STPs at Tonka Panji, Goa. Augmentation of water supply schemes through new water treatment plants for improved water supply is already initiated for additional 325.6 MLD in the state. A comprehensive proposal and mechanism is being prepared for replacement of an age-old pipeline which have outlived its useful life in consultation with respective village panchayats. Projects which include flood protection work, Kushavati raw water scheme and Mirabag raw water scheme worth 365.84 crore have been inaugurated. The project to provide alternate raw water supply to water treatment plants at Asnora, Porovim, Chandel and Pailrin from Chapora River during the closure of Tilari canals in Maharashtra for maintenance purposes costing 350 crore is nearing completion. My government has taken up augmentation of water from Kalana River to secure uninterrupted raw water supply for drinking, agriculture and industrial purposes. The total augmentation under this project is 115 MLD for supply to the villages of Chandel, Kasarveni, Nagzar and Dhargal at the cost of 28 crore. This project will cater to a command area of 150 hectares of agriculture. Construction of 30 MLD raw water pumping station at Kalanguti at the cost of 24 crore to cater to the water needs of pipeline, industrial estate and surrounding villages at Kalanguti and Sialgo is expected to be completed by March 2026. A 50 MLD raw water pumping project at Kupem from Kushavati River to supply raw water to Varna, Kankolim and Sanakol industrial estates, Zauri agrochemicals and also for water treatment plant at Kuilim and surrounding areas at a cost of 148 crore has been taken up. 50% of the work has already been completed. The commencement of the state-of-art Ro-Ro ferry vessels, Gangotri and Dwarka on the Chodan-Raibanda route with the higher capacity and improved technology has replaced the conventional boats, substantially reducing wait times and service interruptions while enhancing commuter comfort and strengthening ease of living across the state. 2 new, bigger non-conventional ferry boats are being introduced at Panjam Beatam route and services will start from the end of February 2026. my government has successfully completed the bid process for redevelopment of existing maritime schools into a world-class institute of design, build, finance, operate and transfer basis. The concession agreement has been signed with Goa Institute of Maritime Excellence Foundation. The implementation and project is currently underway. Also, my government has floated the tender for development of International Convention Center at Donapala in Goa on a DBFOT basis. My government has entered into a memorandum of understanding with the National Building Construction Corporation Limited, NBCC India Limited, a Government of India enterprise. Through this collaboration, my government has decided to take up the redevelopment and construction of Janta House at Panaji, Government Garage at Panaji, Prasashan Stham at Chimbal, Circuit House at Altinho, Government Quarters at Inns and KTC Bus Stand, Vasco, at an estimated cost of 1,721 crore. My government has undertaken various development projects under the Integrated Development of Major Towns IDMT schemes such as recreational spaces, parks, sport facilities, fish markets, parking areas, etc., with a total amount of approximately 100 crore during this financial year. Under the Swachh Bharat Mission 2.0, my government has taken up and completed the works of aspirational toilets, material recovery facilities for dry waste, biomethane plants for wet waste amounting to 12 crore. Under the Atal Mission of Regeneration and Urban Transformation 2.0 schemes, Government of India has approved an amount of 173.42 crore for a total of 24 projects. The projects are aimed at enhancing the water supply, sewerage network and water body regeneration. The Pradhan Mantri Street Vendor Atmanirbhar Nidhi scheme, originally launched in June 2020, has benefited 1,585 street vendors in Goa. The PM Savanidhi scheme has been relaunched from September 2025 and is restructured to broaden its impact by deepening financial inclusion, promoting digital adoption, building capacities and ensuring socio-economic upliftment of vendors and their families. City investments to innovate, integrate and sustain 2.0 program has been approved by the Government of India under the Smart Cities Mission for 18 cities in India, which includes Panji. 100 smart cities participated in the challenge, out of which 18 cities were shortlisted based on their project proposal. Panji, being one of the selected cities, is eligible to seek assistance of 135 crore under the CITS II program. The program would span over a period of 4 years from 2023 to 2027. Under the Real Estate Regulation and Development Act 2016, 115 projects and 74 agents have been registered with the Goa RERA during 25-26 up to December 2025. Under the deregulation and compliance platforms, the duration for issue of construction license and occupancy certificates for structures in municipal areas shall be within 15 days, and the same shall be deemed granted in case the stipulated timeline is breached. Also, trade licenses will be issued within 24 hours, failing which it will be deemed to have been granted. An amendment is carried out to Section 258 of the City of Panji Corporation Act 2002, whereby the time period to sanction construction license is reduced from 60 days to 15 days. Ordinance has been carried out to Section 184 of the Goa Municipalities Act 1968 and Section 256 of the City of Panji Corporation Act 2002, wherein any building appearing in official land records and the first promulgated survey plan prepared under the provisions of the Goa Land Revenue Code 1968 shall be deemed to have been constructed, erected with due permission of the Chief Officer Commissioner. Under the Swachh Bharat mission, Goa has achieved 100% door-to-door waste collection. Further, Panaji has attained the status of a garbage-free city with a 7-star rating and has also got Water Plus City certification. Additionally, as the ULBs in Goa have been declared open defecation free plus. Under the reform revitalizing the central business districts, historic core of major cities, the project Integrated Infrastructure Development of Goa's historic core has been proposed. This project aims to revitalize, restore and reorganize the historic urban fabric of Vasco, enhance the public realm, promote pedestrianization, enhance economic viability, and develop blue, green, and public spaces. Under the reform theme-based greenfield cities, the project on development of new Mopa Ayush city at Mopa Turnham has, with a total of area of 93.14 hectares, has been proposed. The vision of the project is to create a world-class sports and wellness city in Goa that celebrates the spirit of a healthy living community and sustainable growth. The Swachh Surakshan Award 2024, the Corporation of City of Panji was awarded rank 1 Swachh Shahar in India in the population category of 20K, 50K. Sankahali Municipal Council was also awarded the Promising Swachh Shahar of Goa Award. Our state has received the National Energy Conservation Award of 2025 from the Bureau of Energy Efficiency, Ministry of Power, Government of India for the third time in a row. The award is in recognition to the state's commitment in the field of energy efficiency. My government has undertaken several projects across the state for conversion of overhead system of underground cabling for an estimated cost of 1,341.51 crore. Besides this, 90% of the project work under separate 10 packages under revamped distribution sector scheme of the Government of India amounting to rupees 292 crore has been completed. My government has waived off the application fees, testing charges, installation and metering equipment and cost of meters in respect of the application for solar rooftop installations under the PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana for accelerating the penetration of renewable energy in Goa. Projects namely the 63 MVA 220-33 kV power transformer along with a fully digitalized outdoor 220 kV GIS and 33 kV AIS switchgear at Thivim substation, an upgradation of a new 220 110 33 kVA 63 MVA transformers at Ponda substation have been completed at a cost of 120 crore of rupees. Further, the project related to erection of 3 into 63 MVA 220-33 kV state-of-the-art GIS substation at Saligaon along with 220 kV double circuit line from Saligaon is in progress at the cost of 370.89 crore. My government has taken a significant step towards expanding its renewable energy footprint by signing a 30 megawatt power purchase agreement with MS Mahapreet for the solarization of 383 government buildings across the state. Under this initiative, rooftop solar installations will be developed and maintained by MS Mahapreet at their cost for a period of 25 years from the state of commissioning, ensuring long-term sustainability and efficient operation. The government has approved the installation of a 2 megawatt rooftop solar photovoltaic system and the promotion of flexible solar sheets for power generation through the RESCO mode by MS Mahapreet Limited. This project marks an important step towards the adoption of advanced solar technologies and the strengthening of the rooftop solar infrastructure in the state. Under Pradhan Mantri Surya Graha Muft Bijli Yojana, 807 beneficiaries have availed subsidies of 12.41 crore of rupees. As of December 2025, the state of Goa has achieved a cumulative installed solar power capacity of 83.20 MWP. The Coastal Zone Management Plan 2011 has been approved and the draft CZMP 2019 is being finalized and the same will be placed for public consultation in a month. The CZMP 2019 once finalized, will benefit the fishermen community at large and will give relief to the people residing in coastal areas. My government has formulated a comprehensive scheme for revival and support to salt pan owners, cultivators through the Goa State Biodiversity Board. Currently, government is working on the provision of funding support to salt pan owners, cultivators, enabling initiation of on-ground revival measures and livelihood support. My government will be hosting the 4th edition of India Energy Week from 27th to 30th January 2026, wherein energy ministers, leaders and captains of global energy sector will attend the brand new world-class exhibition and conference venue at the ONGC Limited Advanced Training Institute. Through the Goa Waste Management Corporation, my government is dedicated in facilitating scientific management of various types of waste. The solid waste management facility at Saligao has treated a total of 5.60 lakh tons of waste and generated around 4.22 crore units of electricity from August 2016 to September 2025. Similarly, the solid waste management facility at Karkora, South Goa has treated a total of 51,000 tons of waste and generated around 73 lakh units of electricity during May 2022 to September 2025. The Common Biomedical Waste Treatment Facility and Kundem IDC Ponda facility scientifically treated a total of 5,928 tons of biomedical waste from October 2021 to September 2025. The Common Hazardous Waste Treatment Storage and Disposal Facility at as you like, whichever way you like.
We are continuing, sir. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, just 2 minutes.
Yeah, there are a few more pages, might as well.
Under Rule 16, I would like to move the motion to extend the duration of the sitting of the House for 45 minutes.
The question is that
A total of 5,900 and,
yes, extended.
Oh.
But it is proceed.
oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Huh? Further, government has taken up the initiative of development of a center of excellence to provide training to urban local bodies and other local bodies in waste management across the country. Also, empanelment of project management consultants for environmental consulting, integrated solid waste management projects, specialized waste management planning, training and capacity building, civil and MEP work consultancy, and social media and advertising consultancy is under process. My government successfully organized 3 vehicle scrap melas for the condemnation of government scrap vehicles from various government departments and autonomous bodies. These melas resulted in the condemnation of 372 vehicles and generated a revenue of 2.12 crore. Government enthusiastically participated in the Swachhata Hi Seva 2025 campaign from 17th September to 2nd October 2025, highlighting clean and green festive with an emphasis on zero waste celebrations, setting up an example of how festivals can be celebrated without harming nature. Good health is the foundation of every thriving society. My government has given paramount importance for the health sector. Goa has achieved 107% TB notification targets till November 2025. Annualized presumptive TB examination rates has increased from 44% from 2061 per lakh per year in 2024 to 3,132 tests per lakh population as on November 2025. All consented patients are provided with portion kits by Nikshay Mitra under the Pradhan Mantri TB Mukt Bharat Abhiyan. 3,664 portion kits have been distributed in 2025. 12 panchayats have been declared TB free during the year 2024. 149 panchayats have TB notification of less than 1 TB case per 1,000 population. 49 panchayats are fulfilling all the criteria for achieving TB Mukt status as on November 2025. Efforts have been intensified for achieving TB Mukt status for the remaining panchayats. The institutional deliveries in Goa stands at 99.7%. The maternal deaths reported during this period are only 4, and the infant mortality rate in Goa is 5.6 per 1,000 live births. The state's full immunization coverage is 108%. 5 facilities, Goa Medical College, 2 district hospitals and 2 sub-district hospitals have been taken up under Lakshya, which is an initiative to provide quality health care to all delivering patients. Currently, the hospital at Chikalim is the National Lakshya certified from June 2025. Under Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matriva Abhiyan, during the current financial year up to November 2025, 11,876 beneficiaries have availed antenatal care. Government of Goa has signed MOUs with HLL Infra Tech Services Limited under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, in November 25 to develop online solutions in various domains like healthcare, IT infrastructure, and online services in the state. Under Early Detection of Lung Cancer project, since its inception in February 2024, 95,702 scans have been performed, identifying 1,307 suspected nodules and 16 confirmed lung cancer cases. All these cases are under treatment. The total active cards for policy year 25-26 under Deen Dayal Swasthya Sevas Yojana are 1,78,028. The 8,671 have benefited under the scheme up to November 2025, incurring an expenditure of rupees 33.3 crores. 278 patients have taken the benefit under Goa Mediclaim scheme, incurring an expenditure of 2.58 crore during the same period. Call response efficiency of Emergency Management and Research Institute has improved from 96% to 99%, ensuring calls are answered promptly with average response times under 12 minutes. Goa is set to enhance its healthcare infrastructure with a new state-of-the-art Goa Cancer Hospital. This facility is being developed in collaboration with the prestigious Tata Memorial Center, Mumbai. In a landmark move towards transforming cancer care through integrative medicine, the Integrative Oncology Research and Care Center was inaugurated at the All India Institute of Ayurveda, Dhargal, Goa. Through the collaboration of the Government of Goa, AIIA Goa, and Advanced Center for Treatment Research and Education in Cancer of Tata Memorial Center, my government is creating a model of care that blends normal treatment like surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation with evidence-based Ayurvedic therapies. My government created a CSS cell under Directorate of Planning and Statistics in April 2024 with an involvement and support of CSS cell projects worth rupees 1,225.96 crore to have been approved by the Government of India under the Department of Fisheries, Handicrafts, PWD, Panchayats, Tourism, Education, Women and Child, Tribal Welfare, Agriculture, Sewerage and Infrastructural Development Corporation of Goa Limited, Goa State Urban Development Agency. Also projects amounting to rupees 569.04 crore are submitted to the Government of India and are awaiting approval. I am delighted to share that under the State Support Mission, Niti Aayog has sanctioned an amount of 2.08 crore for the state of Goa towards establishment of a state institution for transformation based on the proposal submitted by the Directorate of Planning and Statistics under the State Support Mission. Hiring of sector experts is underway, which shall provide the state with an expertise needed to implement transformative initiatives effectively. I am confident that with this support, Goa will continue to emerge as a model of innovation, sustainable growth, and inclusive development. Utmost care is being taken of the underprivileged in the state through various schemes of the government. Under the Kala Samman scheme, financial assistance has been provided to 2,587 elderly artists who are in indigent circumstances, incurring an expenditure of 514.47 lakh. Traditional occupations play an important role in the economy of Goa, but in recent times these activities include agriculture have been seen a downfall due to preference white blue-collar jobs. However, in the globalized economy, these occupations have a great scope for development given the fact that these activities cater to individual needs of the people. My government is in the process of designing a system to incorporate our Goan artisans engaged in traditional occupations into a formalized setup. The process is to identify the existence of traditional occupations, businesses, so as to create a database is under process. During the current financial year, up to December 2025, 1,23,046 underprivileged people have taken the benefit of Dayanand Social Security Scheme, incurring an expenditure of 250.11 crore. My government has initiated procedure to make 100% Aadhaar-based payments on Dayanand Social Security Scheme. Under Atal Asra Yojana, 848 ST, SC, OBC and EWS have taken the benefit under the scheme, incurring an expenditure of rupees 12.72 crore. My government has made tremendous efforts to sanction all the incomplete applications by organizing camps at various talukas across the state so as to reach a saturation level to the applications received. 3 villages have been covered under the Dharti Abha Janjayatya Grama Utkrash Abhiyan in North Goa. Various training programs have been conducted for developing the village action plans. Special camps have been conducted in these villages for saturation of various government schemes. In recognition of this, the Ministry of Tribal Affairs, New Delhi, has conferred the Best Performing District Award upon North Goa. The Ministry of Tribal Affairs, Government of India, has approved the proposal of upgradation of ICT infrastructure of government primary and secondary schools functioning in ST-dominated areas in the state of Goa for an amount of rupees 493.28 lakh. Under the said project, the Directorate of Education shall procure computers, laptops, printers, copiers, smart boards, and establish STEM labs for 103 schools in ST-dominated areas of the state, which shall help in the upgradation of schools towards implementing new education policy. Various events were organized on the occasion of Janjaitya Gaurav Phakwana on 3rd November 2025 to 15th November 2025 to celebrate the 150th birth anniversary of Bhagwan Birsa Munda. Mega events such as Janajaitya Janajaitya Mukhya Sammelan, Janajaitya Khel Utsava, and a mega bike rally in honor of Bhagwan Birsa Munda was organized to mark the occasion. My government has launched a new scheme, Bhagwan Birsa Munda Lakshya Siddhi Yojana, with an aim to facilitate students from the ST community pursuing NEET and JEE examinations. by providing financial assistance of up to rupees 3 lakhs to study in private coaching institutes. 60 applications have been sanctioned during the current financial year up to October 2025. All efforts are made to ensure that women are empowered both economically and socially. Under Griha Aadhar scheme, 1,27,170 beneficiaries have availed the benefits during the current financial year up to October 2025. Similarly, 3,562 eligible applications have been sanctioned under the Ladli Lakshmi scheme. Also, 2,230 beneficiaries have been sanctioned under the financial incentive to mothers who deliver a girl child, Mamta scheme, during the same period. For the year 2025 to 2026, up to November 2025, relief compensation of 1.68 crores has been disbursed to 431 victims of natural calamities in the state. Our Honorable Prime Minister said sports is not just about medals or records, it is about mindsets, fostering confidence, discipline and unity. My government successfully hosted the FIDE Chess World Cup 2025 at Resort Rio, Goa. The event, organized under the aegis of the All India Chess Foundation, which is affiliated to the Federation International DHS and reorganized by the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, Government of India, was represented by 206 players from 70 to 80 countries. State teams were deputed to participate in the 68th National School Games in the age groups of under 14, under 17 and under 19 years, boys and girls, comprising of 50 disciplines. The state team won 1 gold in swimming, 1 gold in taekwondo, and under 14 girls, 1 silver in swimming, under 14 girls, 1 bronze in boxing, under 17 girls, and 1 bronze in beach volleyball, under 17 boys category. Financial assistance has been released to 56 sports persons in indignant circumstances during the current financial year up to November 2025, incurring an expenditure of 29.02 lakh during the same period. Financial assistance was released to educational institutions and village panchayats to organize diet coaching camps in 45 disciplines. So far, 930 students have participated in 13 disciplines. Goa has witnessed a growth in tourist arrivals as compared to last year. During 2025 up to November, the domestic arrivals has increased by 4.81%, while international tourist arrival increased by 17.67%, and the overall growth is 5.35% as compared to the same period last year. I am pleased to announce the successful commencement of direct flight services between Goa and Uzbekistan, marking a significant milestone in embracing the state's international connectivity. The initiative will strengthen tourism, foster cultural ties, and create new economic opportunities, contributing positively to the growth of Goa's tourism sector and overall development. It also aligns with the Goa's continued efforts to broaden its international reach through substantiated partnerships and targeted global promotion initiatives. Under the single window system, during the same period, permission was granted for two major events, namely Rainforest Challenge India, an international off-road motorsports challenge, and IRONMAN 70.3 Goa 2025, and 68 minor events generated a revenue of rupees 54.64 lakh and attracting a large number of international as well as domestic tourists. MS Drishti Life Saving Private Limited is providing guarding and beach safety services at 54 nominated beaches and 4 island resorts, water bodies in the state of Goa during the year 25-26 up to November 2025. 292 people were rescued by the lifeguards. Beach cleaning is being carried out in 51 nominated beaches of the state. During the year 25-26 up to November 25, the beach cleaning contractor collected and transported wet waste of 285,430 kgs, dry waste of 631,450 kgs to solid waste management facilities at Saligao for further treatment. To supplement the availability of accommodation options and to enhance hinterland tourism, 3 beneficiaries have been assisted with 2 lakh each during the year 25-26 under the homestay policy. 15 infrastructure projects across the state under tourism sector have been completed during the current financial year up to November 2025. Also, work on 25 projects which include the beautification and providing tourist facilities at Ruddeshwar temple premises shall be completed during this financial year. The work on development of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Digital Museum at Farmagudi in Ponda and development of a town square at Poravaram is ongoing at an estimated cost of rupees 192.34 crores. My government has created the Goa CSR Authority in the Directorate of Planning and Statistics to serve as a channel through which CSR funds are channelized to execute with an emphasis that the project shall benefit the Goan community and contribute towards the betterment of local society. The Goa CSR Authority being successful in getting CSR projects approved and executed through various corporates, PSUs, central government institutions. An amount of 21.77 crore has been received from various entities and has been utilized in the execution of community-based initiatives. I would like to extend my deepest condolences to the families of the deceased who lost their lives in the tragic stampede at the Rai Devi Jatra in Srigaon and Arpora fire incident and human lives lost in road accidents. The government is continuously striving for excellence in governance and saturation of government schemes and services in the best interest of the people through its flagship program of Swayam Purna Goa. Through this program, the government is making a direct contact with the people at grassroots level through the efforts of dedicated officers in different fields. With effect from January 1st, 2025, special intensive drives were conducted in all 199 village panchayats and 14 municipal corporations, taking government schemes and services to the unreached in the vicinity of their homes. 25 departments have conducted special drives and continue to create awareness, provide services and address grievances of residents. Over 40,000 residents have benefited through these drives. Under the Swayam Purna Goa program, on the occasion of the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji's birthday and birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi ji during October 2025, a special public live interaction was organized wherein 205 senior officers of central cadre and state cadres were appointed as Paryavekshaks at all the 191 village panchayats, 13 municipalities and 1 corporation. These Paryavekshaks included officers of senior most ranking, i.e. including the Chief Secretary and Principal Conservator of the forests, were deployed at field level in order to have an interaction with the Swayam Purna Mitras, village panchayat secretaries, elected members and the general public to assess the functioning and level of awareness of government schemes and services and address the grievances of the people providing them access to concerned government departments so as to resolve their issues swiftly. Further, through theme-based webinars and various programs conducted so far, over 7 lakh individuals have benefited. The program has successfully completed 5 years, gaining recognition across the country. True progress is measured not only by economic growth or infrastructure, but by the happiness of our people. Happiness is not a luxury, it is the foundation of a thriving, resilient society. I am proud to announce that my government will take concrete steps in this direction by preparing a first of its kind happiness index for Goa. This index will assess the well-being of our residents across health, education, environment, culture, community life, etc. By embedding happiness at the base of our Viksit Goa vision, my government aims to ensure that growth is inclusive, sustainable, and deeply connect to the well-being of every resident. All the achievements which I have highlighted today is my address is a testament which reflects our double-engine Sarkar's commitment of working on the principles of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Prayas, so that as to make our Goa a Swayam Purna Goa a Viksit Bharat. Jai Hind, Jai Goa.